I used to think that feeling constantly stressed, overwhelmed, and on the edge was just part of being a working mom. Like, of course I'm stressed. I have kids, a full-time job, a house to run, and about 47 mental tabs open all at the same time. But one day, something small happened, nothing dramatic, and it made me stop and question everything. If you're tired, stretched thin, frustrated, or just fed up, you're not alone. I've been there too. In this video, I'll share what was really going on beneath the surface, what woke me up, and simple mindset shift that helped me start feeling calmer, more present, even with a life that didn't get any less busy. Hi, I'm Dorota. Welcome to my channel. I am a mindfulness coach and a full-time mom. I help stressed working women find calm, resilience, and joy again, even in the middle of real life. This channel is where I share meditation, mindfulness practices, and all the things that I wish someone had told me many years ago. If you're ready to feel lighter and more in control of your day, you're in the right place. Let me take you back to when it all started. For years, I honestly thought I was doing fine. I was functioning. I was working full-time, raising 2 kids with no family support nearby, just me and my husband, managing all the households, doing school runs, answering emails at ridiculous time in the day, the usual. I thought that this was just life. Exhausting? Yeah. Chaotic? Absolutely. But normal? Definitely. What I didn't realize was that my normal was actually constant stress and survival mode. So one day, I went for a routine test. Nothing deep, nothing serious, just trying to be a responsible adult for once. When my results came back, they showed my stress level were higher than they should be. And my reaction? Of course they are. I have children. I have a busy job. I genuinely thought I was coping. But when you live at level 10 stress every single day, that starts to feel like level 3. You adapt, you adjust, you convince yourself that this is just fine. But that moment made me pause. Not in a dramatic or oh my gosh moment, I'm falling apart way, in a gentle and reflective way. It made me to actually think, is that how I want to live my life? Always rushing, always tense, always one trigger away from snapping? And that was the tiny opening when mindfulness entered my life. It was exactly what I needed. And no, I didn't suddenly sit on a couch and find enlightenment. I didn't meditate for hours. I didn't even stay consistent at first. I'm a mom. Consistency sometimes is luxury. But what mindfulness gave me, slowly, gently, was awareness. It taught me to notice my thoughts instead of drowning in them. It helped me feel what was happening in my body before I reacted. It showed me the moment right before I snapped, where I actually had a choice. That tiny pause between the moment and your response, that became absolutely life-changing. Instead of going straight into frustration, I could actually breathe and decide, okay, how do I actually want to respond right now? It wasn't perfect, but was totally intentional. And little by little, without even noticing, I stopped living on autopilot. I wasn't a victim of my moods anymore. I wasn't ruled by stress. I wasn't spiraling into anxiety as often. I began choosing my reaction instead of letting them choose me. And if you're thinking, that sounds lovely, but how could I ever do that? Trust me, you can. If I can, while juggling 2 kids, full-time work, and 0 support system, then you absolutely can too. One of the biggest changes happened with my kids. I used to think their behavior caused my stress, but what I learned is that children mirror our emotion state. When I regulated myself, they calmed down so much faster. When I pause, instead of snapping, the whole situation de-escalates in seconds instead of hours. My work life changed too. I could handle inboxes chaos without spiraling. I could focus on tasks instead of trying to multitask, which we all know is a pile of rubbish and not productive at all. I could finally listen to an audiobook without my mind wandering after 3 sentences, which is absolute miracle by itself. My emotional eating eased because I started noticing the feeling before the cravings. My sleep improved, my anxiety softened. Mindfulness didn't fix my life, but it has transformed the way I live my life. And that's why I'm sharing this 7-part series with you. Not because I'm perfect now. Not because I've cracked the code of eternal calm. None of that. But because mindfulness gives me a toolkit I use every day to be more patient, more grounded, more present, and more myself. And I want you to have that too, especially if you're a mom. Always giving to everyone else and leaving nothing for yourself. So if you're ready to start feeling more in control, more connected, and more calm, stay with me for this series. In episode 2, I'm going to break down what mindfulness actually is and why it's not what people think. Not mountaintop, no Buddha pose required. And if you need calm right now, I've linked my meditation playlist below. Start with 3 minutes. That's all you need to do, and that's totally enough. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in episode 2.